AFC Championship weekend, I call it big boy football. We got Kansas City, we got Baltimore, matchups everywhere that you want to pay attention to. First things first, Andy Reid. He's 24-16 as a head coach in the playoffs. Great coaches struggle to have 500 records in postseason play. Andy Reid is 24-16. John Harbaugh, who I think is one of the great unranked head coaches in the NFL, he's 12-9 in the playoffs. In 16 years in Baltimore, Harbaugh has had only 2 losing seasons. So you got the coaching matchup, all the great things Andy Reid designs offensively versus John Harbaugh's defense, and we know how good they are. Then we got the quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes is now 13-3 in the playoffs. He's got that monkey off his back, and the big question, will he ever win a road playoff game? He did last week. In fact, Mahomes is 33-12 on the road in his NFL career. And his Hall of Fame credentials, his career record is 87-25, which is unbelievable. Last 5 games, Kansas City's red hot. Mahomes, 10 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1 sack in his last 5 games. And how about this? In his last 177 pass attempts, he's been sacked only 1 time.
Wow.
Mahomes, 5,100 all-purpose yards, 31 touchdowns on the season. So that's a Kansas City quarterback. And then there's Lamar Jackson, being Lamar, 61-20 in his career. He won a playoff game. He's only 2-3 in postseason play. Jackson, Ravens have won 7 in a row. And in that 7-game winning streak, 16 touchdowns and 2 picks.
Wow.
He's playing at peak efficiency. And, of course, Lamar has over 4,700 all-purpose yards and has accounted for 29 touchdowns. And then there's the matchups of the receivers. Travis Kelce's got 105 catches right now. Rashee Rice is just rolling the second half of the season. He's got 96 receptions. Baltimore's top 4 receivers, because Lamar spreads it all over the place, his top 4 guys have 217 receptions. And now he gets Mark Andrews, the Pro Bowl tight end, back on the active roster, and he will play likely this weekend. And then there's the matchup of the defenses. Ravens defense, in this day of everybody's got guys throwing the ball down the field, Ravens defense has allowed 24 touchdowns in 16 games.
Wow.
Think about that.
Wow.
That's less than 2 touchdowns per game in the NFL.
That's incredible.
Ravens 65 sacks, 31 takeaways. Kansas City's defense is pretty good, pretty athletic. They got 61 sacks on the season. So we got big boy football, AFC. Which matchup do you like? Coaches, quarterbacks, receivers, defenses?
Yeah, like you say, there's matchups everywhere. I want to go back to that Andy Reid stat. Was it 24-16 in postseason play?
24-16 in playoffs, and of course the Super Bowl wins. His career record is 282-150.
So that means he has been a head coach taking a team to the NFL playoffs probably for 20 seasons, right?
Eagles, Kansas City.
Yeah, so that adds up to about 20. That's incredible. What a run he's having. You know what? I look at this game and, everyone's saying this is Lamar, this is the Ravens, they're the top of the league. But, Andy Reid and Mahomes, I mean, they're crafty. They're going to figure out a way. I say the Chiefs go into Baltimore and ambush them. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
Wow. I don't know. Baltimore wouldn't agree with you. Baltimore's fans wouldn't agree with you, but this is going to be a matchup for the ages. I don't know if the correct word is classic, but we got spectacular people at each of the areas that we've kind of previewed with the matchups. So you're picking Kansas City just because you like to be ornery. I just think Baltimore at home and that Baltimore defense just makes it so hard on you to get down the field and get things accomplished. I'll take the guys wearing purple.
Well, do you think Jim Harbaugh is going to be at the game?
I don't know. He's probably going to lock himself in an office and try to put together the rest of his coaching staff. We'll talk about that topic in a minute.
All right.
Next game.
Okay.